let's get into what are the three things, Minnie, that me and you
Mhm.
are looking for coming out of the bye week. We have this 3-game home stretch, which really we're in the playoffs. This is the playoffs.
Yeah. That's actually I'm
But
so glad you said it just
yeah.
like that because Tuesday, the
Mhm.
college football playoff rankings came out, the official one, right? And Michigan was ranked 21st,
Yeah.
and it just gets everybody in the whole college football world talking about playoffs. Who's going to make it? How many seats we have?
Mhm.
This year we only have the 12-team playoff. Next year we have the guaranteed four teams from the Big Ten in.
Yeah.
So there's definitely room for three. Is there room for four? And if there's room for four, who's going to be that fourth one? It's getting everyone talking about it, and I'm worried that it could have people, especially Michigan players, more focused on that than actually playing the here and now. And so that was my first thing is coming out of this bye week. I want to make sure that we're taking it one game at a time, each
Right.
opponent, and taking it seriously. I know, Northwestern, I mean, they're not exactly known for football, especially as of late, the last few years, but they're a serious opponent.
Yeah.
So they need to be taken seriously. And I just really hope that that stays in everyone's mind.
Yeah, I think so. I think the boy exactly, but you're right. The boys need to take this one game at a time and just execute. So the very first thing I'm looking for, Minnie, coming out of the bye is I want to see a confident Bryce Underwood. I have the last two games began seeing a unconfident Bryce Underwood. He looked more confident earlier in the year. We'll see if that's just a byproduct of freshman wall, right? That, maybe he
Mhm.
hit a freshman wall. Maybe now he got time to you know heal, recover, regenerate, refocus, and I'm hoping to see Bryce Underwood really pick it up because the way Bryce Underwood played the last two games, Minnie, as you know, you've been following along, not the best. 8 for 17, only 86 yards against Michigan State, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Purdue, 13 of 22. Fifth, both of these, I mean, against Michigan State, 47% completion. Purdue, 59% completion, one interception. Just not high quality football. He's got to get back on track. Looking forward to that, Minnie. That's what I'm looking for. What's your first item? Unless you had something.
I like that. That was my first item, the college football playoffs, taking it one game at a time instead of focusing on that.
Very good.
Mm, That's fair. That was my first one. So my second one is kind of to piggyback off of what you just said,
Yeah.
is staying healthy. Um, Michigan has been plagued by
Yeah.
injury. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart because last time you and I talked on air, we didn't think that Justice Haynes had that big of an injury, right?
That's right.
And
That's
now
right.
he's had surgery.
Right. So I just read an update on Justice Haynes. Actually, I believe they said he's kind of week to week right now, and they're reevaluating him.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
here, actually, let me see.
Sharon doesn't seem to let a whole lot of information
Yeah,
out about injury.
yeah, he said it was week to week, so that was the update. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, uh, from my understanding, what we got that picture sent to us, right? We got the
Mhm.
he wasn't wearing a boot after the game. We're just got to wait and see on that. I mean, hopefully Haynes is ready for at least Ohio State. I mean, I think we would all agree. Okay, he misses Northwestern, misses Maryland. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. If he's ready to go by Ohio State, then that's really best case. I mean, that's really all anyone could ask for. I mean, even if he was ready by Maryland, I think they would hold him out just for the Ohio State game. So we'll just have to see if it's one of those smaller procedures that you can heal quickly from, or perhaps if it's more. It's something we're just gonna have to monitor. But I do think that's a good point, Minnie. Hopefully the boys stay healthy here and no more injuries because we've had enough of them.
And to go
Um,
along with that, what you were saying about Bryce Underwood kind of not having his best two games, the last two games, it could be, just getting calloused in the Big Ten and being, your quarterback. I mean, he's a freshman, this is new to him, and you get banged up quite a bit back there. So,
Mhm.
it's just I'm sure he really needed the rest and yeah, just to stay healthy.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, we'll get to Michigan. I'll read that super chat in a moment. Okay, buddy, we appreciate it. For me, the next thing is we need to see an effective passing game. Our passing game, Minnie, is ranked 106th in the nation.
Yeah.
Our running game is ranked 12th. Our defense is 18th. There's clearly a weak point
Mhm.
in,
Yeah.
Michigan in the three phases. I mean, special teams obviously can improve, which we will get to, but the passing game has got to be more effective. Bryce Underwood has to do more, and Chip Lindsey has to put this offense in a position to be respectable through the air. You don't got to be elite. No one's asking for a top 25 passing game. No one's even asking for probably even a top 40 passing game. But you got to give us more than 107th in the nation. It needs to be more effective. And the wide receivers got to step up. That's kind of where I'm
Mhm.
at with that, Minnie. What is your final item of what you were looking for coming out of the bye?
Well, I hate to beat a dead horse, but tackling in the secondary. I just feel like this is where it matters most in the last 3 games.
Yeah. So that's funny because Minnie, what the audience may not know is we did not collaborate on our items. We
Right.
didn't even sometimes, or we have in the past shared
Mhm.
what we were going to cover. Today we went fully organic with it. I have the same as my final item is defense playing clean. I need clean tackling. I need
Yeah.
sound play. Um, so I agree with you because that's Michigan has to do that. We have to I guess round it all together. Michigan's got to get a more effective passing game. We need a confident Bryce Underwood. We need the boys staying healthy, and we need this defense who is playing at a top 20 level to play clean football though, because especially the game at the end of the year, Ohio State, there's not going to be a lot of margin for error. You can't make mistakes that we have made earlier this season in terms of missed assignments, in terms of poor tackling, um, in terms of not being gap responsible when defending the run. These things Michigan must tighten up these last 3 games if we want to be a playoff team, and we want to be a playoff team. So, yeah, I think we are very aligned there, Minnie. What else do you have for that?
Yeah, well, it just exactly what you're saying, clean
Yeah,
tackling. That is just something that if you miss a tackle, it just drives me up the wall. That should never happen, not this late in the season. Next
yeah.
guy up, that's how I feel about it.